Holdenacke here with Mission 7 of my Halo 4 Solo Legendary Campaign walkthrough series, and this is the Composer mission. And for this mission I turned on a couple of skulls. I turned on Cowbell for extra explosive capability and Grunt Birthday Party to better see grunt headshots at distance. And as we start things off here, we're going to skip a couple of the two opening cutscenes and get down to business, but there are a number of potential skips in this campaign mission, some of which are rather tricky to do, but really neat to do. But this particular run-through or walkthrough is going to show you how to, for the most part, just duke it out with the coveys. So here we go. Skip the cutscenes, and we got the chief coming to here.
Dr. Tilson, are you there?
Alright, first thing we want to do is run over here and grab a hologram. I actually don't use it, but it's not a bad thing to have. Grab that sticky detonator after everybody takes each other out. Switch back over to the pistol, come on over to the door, let it open, and right in that little bend right there, there's going to be a jackal marksman who appears, and go ahead and take him out very easily with a headshot. And you got 4 grunts to deal with down on this level. Sometimes all 4 of them will be right in the same place. Sometimes they kind of, 1 or 2 of them will sneak around to the right, which I think is happening there. Yep. Now up top, I've got a grunt and a jackal marksman. Take him out. Take him out. There we go. So notice how I'm using the doorway as cover. And then I got a shielded jackal right there. Go ahead and knock him back. Take him out. Don't worry about that grunt. Don't worry about that guy. And up here we've got 2 jackal snipers we want to take out. There's that second guy. Be real careful because they can take you out there. Switch over to the sticky detonator. Jump up on the rail. Let's do a sprint jump. This is a nice little skip or rush here. Jump across. And this saves us having to fight a lot of coveys to get to the Harbor Master controls. Alright, go ahead and take out that gunner with the sticky grenade launcher and then haul back here right to where that pipe bends. Switch over to the pistol. And as they jump, those 2 elites jump, you jump, and shoot. Only got 1 of them. But you notice what happened there. They try to dodge that grenade and jump off the platform. So I only got 1 of the 2. Sometimes I can get 2 of them off. Now the end result here is I want to make sure that I at least have active camo after I encounter these 3 elites. Those guys will die, by the way. I'm going to use the binary rifle as much as possible here to take out the elites. I've got a concussion rifle elite with a little bit extra shielding and 2 sword elites. And each of the sword elites has camo. And so that's what I want from the sword elites. Kind of looking around here to see where they're at. Now if we were running Mythic and Tilt on, this would be much harder to do. You couldn't take them out with the binary rifle or the beam rifle. You'd have to take them out with melees. I think he's down there below. But I think there's one right up there coming out on that out to the left here. Not really sure. I think there's one of them up on my level, out in one of the side corridors here. Yep. Okay. Easy. 2 pops with that with the beam rifle takes him out. Notice I grabbed the active camo, and now I can use the camo to my benefit. Alright, that takes care of him, and all I got left is a concussion rifle elite. Now if I wanted to get I wanted to do one of the neat little skips here, which is the forklift jump, I would want that concussion rifle. But since we're going to duke it out, I really don't need it. I just need to get rid of that darn elite. I think he's up here. That's why I'm kind of hiding back here. Because this guy's dangerous. Yep, he's up on my level. Yep. It took me a couple of 3 minutes or so to deal with this guy. Sometimes you can take him with a melee as he's walking up the steps. Now what I see here is it looks like he's going in patrol mode and heading out back out to the landing bay. Yep, not sure. Now it looks like he's coming back in. But he's definitely in patrol mode now. But I could get him coming up the steps at a reasonable pace. I could take him out with a back smack, but in this particular run, that became a problem. Looks like he stopped now. That's not good. Oh, here he is. Yeah, he's just kind of walking back and forth a little bit. Okay, now he's going outside. Now he's going outside. Yep. And I think I didn't do too good on this try. Not really sure. You see what's going to happen there. He's going to start firing at me like crazy. So I need to haul it out of dodge here. And watch what happens. And he's mad now, and he comes flying up those steps. I don't even know if I've got enough. Well, there's a little bit more ammo in that other beam rifle. But now we're doing a dance. I should have taken care of him. I think maybe 3 headshots with the beam rifle, and then flip over to the DMR would take him out. Well, you can hear him. You can hear him stomping around down there. I just wish he would just come up the steps. Looks like he's going back outside again. Okay. There we go. Give it another try. Nope. Not good. Yeah, he's going to come flying up the steps again. Yep. Get the heck out of dodge. He's one ticked off elite. Alright, don't worry about jumping down here because you can run around to the edge and jump back up. By the way, this little area I'm retreating to is a really nice cover area. There we go. Got a little bit more juice left. It's a good place to retreat to because he won't follow. He might come down below, but he won't follow. There are times when, in this particular run, I've cleared out this section in 4 minutes or less, so this is taking a little bit longer, but you get the drift here. There you go. Now just stand there. Oh, got him that time. 3 headshots. Thank you for just standing there. Okay, I'm going to go back and get the sticky detonator. Took a little while, but it wasn't that hard to do. Just need to know when to fire and when to get the heck out of dodge. Okay. Making sure I got full ammo on the DMR. And I'm going to go invis because when the doors open here, we've got shielded jackals and an elite over right by the doorway. Take the 2 jackals out. And I think, yeah, I'm going to take the elite out with my sticky detonator, like so. And then I got some grunts and a sniper and an elite over there on the far platform. I'm going to take them out. And again, if I had done the forklift trick, I'll take him out. If I'd have done the forklift trick, we wouldn't be facing these guys at all, but this is the slug it out version of the run. Okay, I guess I didn't get that guy. I'm going to try to get him with a plasma pistol. Oop. We ain't got nothing there. So we got an elite hanging around up there. Oh crap, don't take the shield out, knucklehead. There we go. Now down below there's a couple more grunts and another elite. And I tell you what drove me crazy about actually doing this mission is I forgot where I dropped the darn sticky detonator. I know now because I know it's right in that corner. Let's go ahead and take the elites out. I'm going to take the grunts out. There we go. And you see the benefit of the Grunt Birthday party. You know you're taking them out. Alright, I think that guy had elites retreated on me. I'll be a son of a gun. I don't remember seeing that before. Maybe that's because tough luck is not turned on. With tough luck on, they never retreat. Okay, nice to know there's a beam rifle right there. Alright. You know, I'm just kind of using weapons in hand here. I don't see him. And what I found was that he's actually retreated up into the next room. And now I'm going back and looking for the sticky detonator, I think, and I can't find it. It was right over there to the right. And I said, to heck with it. I'm going to go up here. There's a DMR up here where I can get more ammo, like so. And let's go get that elite. Where are you, Mr. Elite? There he is. Oh, shoot. He kind of retreated on me again. Alright. Boom. Noob combo. EMP with the plasma pistol and... Alright, I think I'm going to... There's about 2 floors up. There's 2 more elites. These guys coming down the steps, just throw a grenade at them and try to take out as many as you can down here. So we won't have to take them out up on the next level. Oh, and that's the Didac scanning us. When you do the forklift trip, you never see that. All right, here's where it gets nasty. And this is also where it's nice to have active camo. Because I think what I intended to do here is take out the elites with the binary rifle at that jackal drop when I took him out. First, we got some grunts and a shielded jackal. And I'm not really sure what else we got there. Oh, there's another grunt. So I'm taking out all the minor coveys here. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, look out. When in doubt, retreat. Hide. Get your shields back, like so, see? Get on back down here and let the shields reset and try again. There we go. Scratch one elite. There's this. Oop! That one took 3 shots. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm going back down to get more DMR ammo. There should be some more left down here. I'm also looking for that sticky detonator and I can't find the darn thing. That's what happens when you get old, you lose your short-term memory. There we go. Full up on DMR. And I was going to take one more try here for my sticky detonator. I'm fussing with myself. And now I know it's all the way back by the first entrance, but I didn't when I was doing the run. Alright, that's enough of that crap. Let's go. I know where there's another one. And the only reason I did that is because when I get this other sticky detonator, there's going to be 1 round loaded and 3 extra cartridges. And we're going to be facing a couple of hunters. And I was hoping to take one of the hunters out without having to go to an ammo crate. And this is going to require me to go to an ammo crate. And that's the path I'm taking. There's a sticky detonator right there. Swapped out the binary rifle. So I got a sticky detonator and a DMR. Okay, and on to our encounter with the hunters. And this is not really that tough as long as you're a little careful. Now when I come up here, I'm going to juggle the shotgun into this room here. And actually, it turns out I don't need it. Run down to here. Swap back over to sticky detonator. Okay, we're going to run right by this guy, like so. Ammo up, and get in this room like so, and then go ahead and go camo. And I believe it's 4 shots with the sticky detonator will take him out. And for some reason I thought it was 3. So I just went 3 there. And I knocked him down to the lower level, and I thought I killed him, to be quite honest with you. So in this particular run, I actually got a little bit lucky. You'll see what I mean when I finish this guy off. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. And I wasn't really sure what that was. There's 3. And, whoops. Let's go over here and get some more ammo. And again, I'm not really sure where all that fire's coming from. And that's to take care, yep, that takes care of it. Alright, now I'm going back down here to get my DMR back. And it suddenly dawns on me that that guy is still kicking. So I better go throw another round in him. Like so. That's okay. That's the 4th one. He's gone. So it takes 4 sticky detonator grenades to take out a hunter when you don't have double shielding. But when you do have tilt on. And that, I guess that gives them a little bit extra shielding there. So if tilt weren't on, actually it's not on, so I take that back. Alright, I'm just getting full ammo on my sticky detonator. So just remember, 4 rounds, 4 grenades from the sticky detonator. Alright, this is a cutscene I'm going to skip. And we're on to the next encounter. Okay, for some reason or other you're not full of DMR ammo. There is a squad that forms down here, and there's one guy that has a DMR. You can actually commit a little fratricide and grab his DMR ammo. That's just for your information. I don't have that issue in this run. All right, in this, ooh, look out! In this little room here is more sticky detonator ammo. So in case you're not full on sticky detonator ammo, you go in there and get some more.
I can program the station's defenses to provide cover for the evacuation.
Okay, I'll send you the coordinates.
Okay. And coming up here, we got to clear out a little bit of an area prior to the 2 airlocks, and then deal with the 2 airlocks. And I actually, there is a pretty neat skip where you can actually go out a map and bypass both airlocks. But it's a little tricky to to do. There's one jump in particular. It's really tough. Okay, notice I took out the one camo, took out the shielded jackal and the grunt. And I'm going to use a sticky detonator in here, like so. Take him out. Anyway, this particular skip, while there's high benefit to it, there's also high risk, because there is a jump in there that is really tricky to do. I've done it before. I have a mythic run where I did it. But again, I'm gonna show you how you can do this mission by just slugging it out. And there was a jackal marksman, 2 grunts there. Let's take them out. Now down the end of the corridor there's going to be an elite and a grunt on a plasma turret, and then a grunt just kind of standing there. What we want to do, the first thing we want to do is take out the grunt, the freestanding grunt. Sometimes he's on the left, sometimes there he is on the right. And if I'm using the doorway and that crate is covered. Okay, now that I've got that guy out of the way, I'm going to throw one of my plasma grenades down there like so. That will get the second grunt off the turret. Now, as soon as I do that, I go camo, because the elite's going to charge, and I just run right by him down to this doorway here that they were guarding, this hatchway. Alright, duck in underneath and come up to this level. And this is, in essence, the first airlock rush or skip. Something I discovered a long ways back, or first demonstrated, if you will. Alright, we're up on the second level, and we want to run down, touch the door, turn around, come on back a little bit, and this will force the door down below that we have to go through to open up. And I went camo. I was looking at the motion detector there. I went camo and jumped down and through the open doorway. It immediately closes. And now we've got these guys out here. And I got to take this elite right here with a back smack, run right back here. Okay, now we want to clear this corridor. So we've got some jackals and maybe a grunt or two. And whoops, and there's an elite down the end. Now, most times he will not charge unless you take a marksman out right next to him and he's actually looking at him. So he's going to hanging out down there at the end. If he charges, there's a different way to take care of him. But you can go camo, and actually you could probably pick him off about halfway down with the sticky detonator. Watch what I do here. I'm going in this little side cat area. I'm using the sticky detonator, waiting for camo to come back. On a armor ability. Okay. Once it comes back, I go camo. And just very careful, because a quick movement he'll see me. Nail him with a grenade, and that's all she wrote. That takes care of the elite. Now here, what I wanted to do is I wanted to juggle some pistols up to my next encounter. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. Where's mine? I'm looking around. I've lost my sticky detonator and I'm getting irritated. This is the second time I've lost it, and it's like it just melts into the floor when I swap it out. I really don't know what's going on here, but in this point of the run, I was kind of angry. But the bottom line here is that we've got a couple of grunts here in the next area that we need to take out. There's actually through that door was a sticky detonator, but there's nobody to open the damn door for me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this pistol here, start juggling it out. I will need a plasma pistol up this ramp for an encounter. Jeez, that happened. I can't believe it. See what happened there? I can't see the darn pistol. And as it turns out, I kind of halfway forgot about those grunts. I'm looking for that darn pistol and I can't see it. I think I just went over it, but I still couldn't see it. Oh, there's a sticky detonator. And I said, okay, let's go ahead and take the grunts out. Take those two grunts out. And then we can juggle some weapons up to there. There we go, there's a pistol. Alright, so I'm juggling, I've got a lot of coveys I'm going to have to take out here. Again, this is the slug it out approach. There is a neat little a jump here one could do, either with a grenade jump or a concussion rifle. But since I didn't bring the concussion rifle along with me, can't do that. I'm no good at grenade jumps. Okay. Got a plasma pistol up there. There is an elite I'm going to have to deal with. Actually, two elites. One of which is a... okay, there's another plasma pistol. One of which is a camo elite with a sword. Oh, pistol! I can't see him. The color of the pistol is about the same color as the darn deck, so you just can't see it. Alright, I don't know if I'm done here yet. Alright, looking for more weapons. Oh, sticky detonator. Okay. As it turns, I don't even think I use this with this little bit coming up. I'm going to grab a pistol. I'm trying to switch back over to my... there we go. So now I've got my DMR and I've got my plasma pistol. And let's just start taking grunts out. And notice I'm hanging back here by the doorway. There's the loot back there. Whoa! What the heck was that? Up above, by the way, there is several grunts. So you have to be mindful, and at least one of them will have a needler. You have to be mindful that right up on that, you see where the steam is? Right up in that area, that you could have a grunt start firing a needler at you and never even realize it until it was too late. There's also a jackal marksman up on the second level in that room. We can't see right now, but he's up there. We're going to have to take him out. And what I'm hoping here, yeah, that's what I'm hoping, that the elite comes up. I take him out. But see that grunt up there throwing needlers at me. Gotta be real careful that you don't get a super combine blowing you up. Okay. Oh, he's still up there sticking his head out. Maybe I can take him out. Well, at least I got one of them. That may make the other one retreat. So I got one with there's a plasma pistol up there. Grunt. Okay, so the first elite's down. And we got a few more coveys to pick off in here, including that jackal marksman up top. So I'm kind of, there he is. Boop, he's gone. I can hear grunts in there. Now, what we could do here, I'm kind of looking around to see where they're at. They're kind of hanging out of view. I could quickly step through the doorway here, just on the edge here, and that will force the airlocks to open, and this brings in the next wave. You can see them all coming in. And this is where we got to be careful about the camoed sword elite. But at least we can start picking off more enemies here. And I think one of them actually went upstairs. Okay, got him. Damn it. There we go. And it's just now a matter of picking off. And I think what I saw here is that blue dot, that's the camo elite coming at me, right there. It's coming at me. Okay, new combo, boom, takes care of him. So that's what you got to really be aware of, and that's why I had the plasma pistol in hand. Look for the blue dot. Once it starts coming at you like that, that means it's time to take out the camoed sword elite, or he'll take you. Alright, the rest of the cleanup in here is fairly straightforward. Just got to be careful that we don't get nailed by a grunt with a needler. Oh, there's another jackal marksman. That's right, he came in with the second wave. Okay. Here comes some more. And I switched over to the pistol here because I think I'm just about out of ammo with the DMR. So, taking them out with the pistol. Just got to take them all out. Okay, when we got everybody out down here, then we should get a waypoint, and Cortana. Ooh, look out! Cortana telling us there's just a few more enemies left. And that will be a grunt or two up on the second level, I believe. Okay, we're doing good here. Got plenty of ammo. Another jackal marksman. Another, I don't know what kind of jackal that is. Okay, here we go. So, didn't want that. There we go. Oh, still got that needler guy up there. Okay, got him. So now it looks like I'm down to just one. Let's see if he comes down. Nope, he's retreating. That's okay. We can take him up there. Oh, I'm not sure what he's doing there. Just want to be careful he didn't throw a grenade at us when we kind of peek our heads around the corner here. There we go. That should be it. Go down here and let's get the DMR back. Now I'm going to swap my plasma pistol out for a needler and run through the room here and get as much ammo as I can. Because what's next is the gun control room, and we've got two camoed elites in there, and I'm going to take them out with needler. It's not that difficult to do. If we had more skulls on like Mythic and Tilt, then I'd have to be a little bit more creative with melees to take them out. Okay, there we go. There's one right on the gun.
That's the
Let's go ahead and super combine him. And then the other one's going to move up to the middle here. See him? Got him. That's it. Easy. Real simple. Okay. First, let's get Cortana into the system. And we're going to go over here and swap out the needler for a sticky detonator again. And let's go get the DMR over here and then come back and wait for Cortana to do her thing, and so we can take her out of the system and get on with it. Meanwhile, there's a big space battle going on outside. Got our defensive guns working. And actually there is a neat little trick where you can slide out of the map and get down there on that ground level in the middle of that space battle. Or the battle between the Coveys and the Marines. Now I think I was taking a break here. This is why we're just kind of standing still. I'm letting you admire the gun out there. I can't quite remember. I think, yeah, I was just taking a break. And I believe Cortana's... no, actually I was waiting for that. I'm waiting for Cortana for the activate waypoint to come up. Okay, here we go. Down this corridor. And there's going to be a grunt and a jackal and a shield jackal and a jackal marksman down there. And I am such a bad shot with a sticky detonator. I wanted to take them out with a detonator, a sticky grenade, but wound up having to use a little bit of DMR ammo. Okay. Just curious as if this door closes behind me. Once I come down here in case I want to get, yep, it does. Once I want to get more, go back and get more ammo, so nope, no such luck. Alright, swapping out the sticky detonator for a plasma pistol. The door opens, go camo. And there's going to be several grunts around here. Okay, take the grunts out. Take the shield jackal out if possible. I'm going to have to take them out eventually. There's a couple of elites up there too. Oh, I probably should have done a jump. I'll jump up on this crate and get this guy. You got to be careful if you take out all but two. The elites will, and the two remaining minor coveys and the elites will charge down the corridor. So just make sure what you're doing. Ah, shoot. Alright, get rid of that guy. Now here we really need to get within firing range with the plasma pistol to get a good EMP. Alright, I'm waiting for my camo to come back here. Camo, step out before he can move, take him out, and just head on back down out of harm's way here. And what I'm trying to do is take out the elites first, and then clean up the rest of the grunts and or shielded jackals. Whoa. Hate needlers. When in doubt, retreat. Alright, let's see if we can get that guy again. Alright, I'm going to take... He was hiding behind that shield of jackals, so I figured I'd take him out. I know there's several more down there. Okay. Unless I jump down here just in case they come charging. Also, I lost my shields. Alright, let's try to get that elite this time. And actually, if you do a crouch walk, they won't see it. You go camo and do a crouch walk, they won't see it. Okay. Now it's a matter of cleaning out the rest of them. Alright, that should be it. There's a DMR right there, so we can get full ammo on that DMR. Alright, I really don't need a plasma pistol at this point. And now we're headed back to the outside to the final battle where we're going to work on the Mantis. Okay. So when we come to the outside, the first thing we want to do is there's a bunch of grunts and a couple of jackal marksmen, maybe even a sniper hanging around the front of this particular platform, and we want to take them out with the DMR before we jump into the Mantis.
You've got to get that
In this particular run, because I don't have upgraded weapons from the enemies with the Thunderstorm skull on, the grunts have only plasma pistols and needlers. Thunderstorm been on, they have fuel rod cannons, which makes it real tough. But you can see what I'm doing here. I mean, actually using this platform as a little bit of cover, just kind of peeking over the top here to take out the coveys down below. Around. There's another jackal marksman down there. I think I've just about got them all. Yep, alright, into the Mantis. So all the nearby coveys are taken care of. Now we're going to stay more or less right here and let the battle come to us. Whoa, look out. Fuel rod grunt. Be very careful of the fuel rods. Most of the coveys are kind of halfway across the map at this point. There's more landing. You can see the phantoms coming in. So we find a target, we take it out. If you want to be aggressive, you can move across to that big rock there. Now, in this particular run, I had some issues with a couple of fuel rod cannon elites that were kind of hiding all the time, and I thought, okay, well, maybe they aren't here in this run, but they were hiding, and then came out after me after I started moving forward. So just remember, you got fuel rod cannon elites, and at least 2 of those, and at least 1 or 2 fuel rod cannon grunts that you got to deal with. Also, at some point, ghosts are going to make charges at you, as well as there will be 2 wraiths that you got to deal with. I'm kind of wondering where the ghosts are right now, because usually at this point there'll be a ghost making a run at me. And they've dropped the race off. There will be one on the left side like so, and there'll be one coming up on the right. Now they're both firing at me. You gotta be very careful here. You can drop your shields in a hurry. And a direct hit from the plasma bolt, I'm not sure whether it takes 2 or just 1, but a direct hit can take you out. 1 or 2 direct hits, and I think I got that other one, so you'll be a little nimble on your feet here. Yeah, both races taken out. That's good. That's a good sign. And there's some coveys over there. They're just trying to clean up the area. I want to be more aggressive. Again, I can step out a little bit further here, but that makes the coveys out there converge on you pretty rapidly. So I'm just being careful. The idea here is just to get through and complete the mission. We don't necessarily have to do a speed run world record. Alright, notice that Cortana just said Banshees. What we're going to do is come up this little stairway here and duck in here for cover. And just kind of step out, fire some rockets at them. They're all hanging around out there in the middle. And step back up here. If we get lucky, we'll have a rocket. We'll take one out. Whoa, look out. Occasionally one will come in like so, and notice I use this little area as cover from their fire, whether it be plasma fire or fuel rod cannon. And if I need to give myself a second or two to get my shields back, this is a good place to do it right here. Okay, back at it. Alright, again, just using rockets to see if I can take them out of distance. Oh, there's a ghost. That's the first one I saw. Alright, that ghost is gone. And I don't know if it's necessary to take some number of these Banshees out before the mission advances, or it's just a matter of time, surviving for a period of time. Oh, look out. But when one comes in at you, you can go ahead and take it out. Alright, seeing more phantoms come in is actually a good sign. When you see them come in, especially the one over there, they're dropping off little squads of grunts and stuff. Just kind of hide back here.
Where is he?
Alright, when Cortana says, "Where is she?" like that, that means we're getting close to the end of this area. And notice there's a phantom that just kind of parked itself out front. And there's another one coming in. And we're just hiding. Just taking our time here. Now, watch what happens here. Two phantoms will depart. One of them going right through that beam. I don't know how he does it.
Head back to the elevator platform.
Okay, as soon as Cortana says back to the elevator platform, that's generally our signal to move out. And we've got to do a little bit more fighting here. And in this particular run, we had to do a lot of fighting. Also, be mindful that there are still Banshees out there. You got to be careful with the Banshees. Sometimes they won't come in, sometimes they do. Ooh! Got a fuel rod something or other up there. I don't know whether it's a grunt or an elite. Oh, it's an elite. Fuel rod elite. Be very careful here. There's another one, so there's two of them. And he has a tendency to hide behind the big rock, so you don't really have a good target. You just can't go charging because like I said before, one or two hits with the fuel rod cannon will take you out. You just keep moving. So what I decided to do here is just back up. See if I can take these guys out from back here. It's also easier to dodge the fuel rod burst. Anyway, you catch the drift here. As soon as we clean up these guys, we can start moving towards the inside again. But as always, we have to be really careful of these elites. I think I just got one. Notice the fire went up in the air. It's that last gasp. He fired the weapon straight up in the air. I think I still have. I got one elite out here. I think. I'm not sure. I'm advancing very carefully, trying to draw him out. May have hurt him there because I thought I heard him yell. Yeah, there we go. Finally. Phew. Finally got that sucker. Kind of looking down this area to the left to see what's down there. Little squad of grunts right over here. Oh, great. EMP. This is what you got to really be careful for. Get EMP'd by a grunt and then get drilled with a fuel rod cannon. looks like there's still another ghost down there. Alright, let's take it care of. Alright, looking around for cubbies. I think there's one down there, I'm not really sure. Hard to see in my little 3D screen here. Oh yeah, there's something back there. Might be a grunt or two, or a banshee that's kind of stuck. It looks like I got them all, so now it's time to get back inside. Also be careful, off to the left there is a 50 cal machine gun placement. And sometimes the cubby will jump on that and start firing at you, but we're basically done. We just have to successfully jump out of the Manus, like so, and get back into the doorway. Now what's going to happen here is when we get back through the doorway, there will be a cutscene. Well, actually I take that back. We've got to ride the elevator here. I almost forgot about that.
Start us up.
We're still in the mission. This is a little bit of a boring part here. This is where the Didact grabs the composer, starts flying away with it.
And
of course, Cortana's freaking out about it. And I believe this is where this is where the Didact's actually grabbing the composer and taking it away. You can see it start to move up.
Cortana, see if you can raise Tilson. Get me a status on the rest of the station.
I can't believe you did that.
Cortana, I need that.
So we're just going to sit here and wait.
Look, don't think about the Didact. Don't think about the composer. Only focus on finding me Tilson.
Tilson, Sandra Day, female, 51 years of age, doctor, archaeology, Pegasi Institute. Got it! Biosignature stable on 350 level. B-deck.
Thank you, Cortana.
Okay, so now the elevator's moving again. And we've got to wait for it to get to the appropriate floor. And then we can, we'll get the green signal here, the green light, like so. Go ahead and select it. And we'll skip the cutscene here, and that's essentially the end of the mission. I hope this helps you in your quest for the Halo 4 Solo Legendary Campaign mission achievement. This is Oldenaki signing off. Take care, everybody.